Ooh, 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 ooh. The boys are back in town. What's up, guys?
Yo,
What it do? What it do? What it do?
What's up, everybody?
doing, brother?
What's up? What's up, man? Trying to avoid snow apocalypse.
Yeah.
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 It's gonna happen. It is gonna happen. Weezy, what's your song of the week?
I'm going right back with Drake, man. No new friends, man.
Good record. That's good.
Yeah, it's a great record.
Yeah.
I'll go. My song of the week was mine from last week. We switched it to Moment of the Year last week. So in turn now, we'll roll back with my song of the week, which is Leangelo Ball's Tweaker.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The Billy Game remix.
Billy Gang's not on that remix. He
Yeah,
already jumped on it.
It's out. It's out.
Nice.
Put it out today.
Nice. Shout out to Billy Gang.
Yeah.
Billy Gang Cushington.
Yes,
I don't like not being added in that when I was the first person talking about Billy Gang. That shit's crazy. Oh, man. What's up, Jeff? What you got? Song of the week?
Little Baby, man. Listen up. That's how you start an album off right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you start an album off.
That's a
right
good
there.
intro.
That's a good intro.
That's a really good intro.
Really, really, really good intro. I like that one.
Almost better than your intro.
Nah. Cameraman, you got to turn it up a little bit.
Yeah, Cameron. You got the wrong one on there. Mute it.
I love you, cameraman. I just
Here's the good cop. Yeah, let's get to it.
He looked at me, man.
This is true.
Sport press.
Yeah. No layup line, no warm-ups, no nothing. We just walking right into the stadium, get into the game. Let's do it. When the beat on, then it's on. Wearing our right jerseys on the road, cause how we feel where we roam is our home. Leaving these other podcasts null and void. The show can't miss something like Tom Shepard and corduroys. Full sport press, you know them boys. Jay run the point, lock for three, and me, I crash the boards. Weezy told you that it's paid for.
Full sport press.
Yeah, let's do it. Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back and some of you for the first time to the Full Sport Press Podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I'm Jay Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy. What it do?
Coach Locke is out on assignment. Shout out to you, Coach.
Tigers.
Go Tigers. What's up, cameraman? How you doing, brother? Fantastico. Fantastico. Yeah, let's get to it, man. Episode 548. We're handing out awards for the 2024 NFL regular season.
FSP style.
Always FSP style.
You better damn know it.
Better damn believe it.
Let's kick it off. Let's kick it off, Weezy. Best of the week. What you got, man?
Our best of the week, man, is on January the 14th. On all subscriptions, click of a button you can cancel.
That's right.
One click of a button you can cancel any subscriptions you want.
I like that. Get out of
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a big deal.
That's good.
It is.
It's good.
Yeah, no, that's a good
It's
one.
out.
Yeah, no, it's easy.
Yeah.
Easy to do.
Don't make it easy to take your money.
Yeah,
But it ain't easy to get that money back.
damn right. January 14th is a real good day, too. Shout out to January 14th. My best of the week is Leangelo Ball, man. To see the respect shown towards G3 makes me happy, but they didn't hear it because they only hear it on YouTube. Okay. You can see how he always felt that he was kind of left out.
Yeah.
He was a, left out brother being so successful in each of the other brothers' endeavors and like life or whatever the case may be. His youngest brother, the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he the one. So
Shout out to him.
to see him genuinely getting love from sports to music to
Steady restoring the feeling.
there's a bunch of different ways. Got another banger that's dropping this weekend as well. So shout out to Jello, man.
Slow down.
He do.
Slow
I'm
down.
telling you, you heard the snitch.
No. I'm not saying he don't.
Okay.
Slow down, brother. Let this one cook for a minute. Let it cook.
He's dropping another one tomorrow. I'm telling you. Yeah, shout out to Jello, man. Love to see it. Good luck and God bless. What you got, Joe?
Man, it's been a good week for me. Good wrestling week for me. Got to go to the AEW show. Check that out. It's a real good show. Real good seats. You know what I'm saying? Real good seats at the AEW.
I saw your seats.
Yeah, real good seats.
Everybody ain't able.
Man, it was comp. It's comp. Shout out to the FSP listeners, man. They looked out.
Comp ticket.
Yeah, shout out to Ty. Shout out to Ty. Looked out, man. You know what I'm saying? Comp tickets. And got to see Hulk Hogan get his ass booed out the arena on Netflix.
Yeah,
That made me happy.
that's good.
That made me happy.
That was bad.
Yeah, that was tough.
That made me happy.
That was bad.
Yeah.
Couldn't have, huh? He knows I watch wrestling, brother.
Hell, yeah, okay.
Yeah, he worked for the company. Shout out to Ty.
Say, gang. What's the worst of the week, Weezy? What you got? Right back.
Rest of the week, man. One of the many dysfunctional things going on with the Titans right now. Lord have mercy. But Mike Keith, man, is the Titans radio personality is going to be doing the Vols.
So is he leaving the Titans?
He's leaving the Titans,
only-
going to the Vols, man.
Wow.
That's one of the bright spots of the Titans. That hurt me today.
He's no flags on the field guy, right?
Yeah.
When he said it.
Yeah, for 26 years.
Yeah, that's crazy. He been there for the whole time.
Yeah.
Sometimes ship is sinking.
Yeah.
Got to jump off that bitch. Sometimes you do. Yeah, my worst of the week are the fires in greater Los Angeles. Hearing all the superstars losing their homes, that sucks. But what about the people that work day to day that built those homes, stayed in those homes for 40, 50 years, everyday people? Godspeed to everybody in the greater Los Angeles area, man. That stinks for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that was going to be mine, but I'll go with another one. If you're a FSP listener or watcher on social media or YouTube, you know Gas Money, House Money happened last week. The finale of the season happened last week. Cameraman, I went into it with a game and a half lead. Somehow I lost. Bad picks by me in the crunch time. Can't believe that. Shout out to Coach Lott.
Gave that one away.
I
Joe.
did, Weezy. I did.
You went 0-2?
0-2.
Oh man.
0-2. And Lock went 1. No, Lock went 2-0 and I went 0-2. And that damn push. Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Google Play, Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music, pardon me, to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Just simply search Full Sport Press Podcast. J-Ho.
Yes, sir.
And Weezy.
What it do?
You guys have a yellow box of Cheerios recipient for our listeners.
This week's award recipient is none other than Tyreek Hill.
That's right, the cheetah. A frustrated Tyreek Hill might want out of Miami, frustrated after a season of ups and downs, more downs than ups. He'll vented to reporters saying, and I quote, "This is for the first time in my life, I haven't been in a real playoff. For me, I have to do what's best for my family. That's here, wherever that case may be. I'm going to have to open that door myself. I'm opening the door. I'm out, bro." End quote. He confirmed not having quarterback Tua Tagovailoa hurt his season. He went on to say, and I quote, "Whenever you're missing your franchise player, it kind of stinks, man." After leading the NFL in receiving yards last season, he finished the season third with the Dolphins with 959 receiving yards on 81 catches. It was the first time he didn't have 1,000 receiving yards since he had 860 in an injury-filled 2019. The Dolphins finished the season under 500 at 8-9. Hill can't complain, can you, Joe?
No. This is like my grandmother used to say, you make your bed, young man, you're going to have to lie in it one day.
Yeah.
And this is what you asked for.
The thing is, Tyreek Hill, he was doing a lot of talking at first. You know, my quarterback's better.
Yeah.
And
Got to play. Yeah. Said quarterback got to get out there. Quarterback wasn't there.
I ain't speaking on him. I don't speak. That's
You
one
know
person I don't speak on no more.
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Tyreek Hill had 5 kids in 1 year.
Yeah, that might have something to do with it.
He
That's
had
a lot
5
of stress.
kids this past
He had an up and down year. A lot more downs than ups. I'm telling you, he got arrested this year.
For no
A bunch of different things, man. And here's the thing about Tyreek Hill. They acquired him in a trade in 2022, right around 120 million. He restructured to make it 106, so it runs through 2026. He literally can't go anywhere.
No.
He can't.
No. And nobody's going to pick him up because they know that they can't guarantee he's going to be there.
No, he doesn't have an out until 2026.
It's tough.
So you better figure it out.
Drew Rosenhaus came out. His agent came out today and said Tyreek wants to be there. Even if he's just frustrated.
Hell yeah. Oh, no, I know. But then what they looked at, well, he can't get out of that deal. When you restructure, it's over with. You locked in.
So
shout out to Tyreek Hill, but you can't complain. It's your first. It's an 8-9 year. Your quarterback was out for 10 games. Come on, man.
Not trying to be funny, but he may feel like this is gonna be his life there though. Because let's be honest, if you are a wide receiver 1, hell, a wide receiver 2, can you really bank on Tua being there? Not trying to be funny. I'm just
I mean, he had a full year. He played the full year the year before that. He was a leading receiver yard
he played
in the NFL.
He came back this year, took karate, learned how to fall. He lost weight. No, these is all facts. This is all facts. He did all those things. And then look what happened, right? Like, he's one hit away every time he's on the football field, bro.
Okay.
That's tough, man.
Yeah. Ended the year with a hip injury. So it is what it is, man. It's a waste of a season for him and 5. Shout out to Jalen Ramsey. You see it there. their peak years, you want to capitalize on people's peak
They both
years.
the same age, I think. Right?
Close to it,
Tyreek
yeah,
and-
for sure. So in tournament, you got to make sure that,
Yeah, man.
you got to capitalize off that for sure.
And shoot, if you Miami, that's a lot of money on the books.
Hell yeah.
For us to be 8-9.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
9.
Like,
Bradley Chubb never got hurt. Jalen Phillips hurt again. That it's a continuous thing. Is injuries on that defensive side of the ball. -5 and minus what's another guy that plays good for them? Javon Holland. Yeah. So in turn, minus that though, everybody's been injured. So just got to get some consistent years on the field for sure. You guys ready to get started the first half?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Spotify, Beyond Pod, YouTube, Amazon Music, and Amazon Music. Hey, if you got Amazon Prime,
Hell yes, that too.
make sure you do all that, all right? And when these ads start showing, ads are free if you got Amazon Prime or Amazon Music. Make sure you check that out. All right, to get us on the full archive of past episodes of FSP, just simply search Full Sport Press Podcast.
First half, the hottest sports news of the past week, like you do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I'm J Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy. What it do? Coach Locke's not in the building. Big Jeff. Where can I find social media, my brother?
Thanks for asking, Weezy. You can find me everywhere at JEasley84 across all the social media platforms.
J.O.
I'm J Ho on Instagram and Twitter. Let's talk on Twitter.
Getting out of hand on Twitter, bro.
What you mean?
Those some of those basketball tweets you putting out there.
No, I'm talking about Devin Booker
I know,
shoes.
I know.
You got the best shoes out right now. Those fire. I'm gonna get the
What the books?
the fragment joints.
fragment joints.
Those hard. I'm getting those.
Yeah, you ain't putting them to the dirt.
Yeah, them bitches
you
hard.
don't have
I'm
that.
wearing those.
You ain't putting those to the dirt, bro. You ain't putting those.
What you got, Wiz? Where you at?
FSP_Weezy on IG. Man, how Weezy on Twitter. Holla at me.
Holla at you. Holla at you. Guys, let's talk some NFL. There are always good days in the NFL. However, there are days that are absolutely negative. One of those days are when coaches, executives, and coordinators to lose their jobs, and it's never fun to see it happen to anyone. However, the final football sacrifice in the regular season must be permanent. Welcome to a day of football fans and analysts like to call Black Monday. First things first, Gerard Mayo, head coach, right? Black Monday, Black coach. We're following up right behind him with Antonio Pierce. But first things first, Gerard Mayo, head coach, fired. New England Patriots for 1 year.
Yeah.
Fair or foul, Weezy?
I'm gonna say foul. It looks they try to make it come out like it looks fair, but what it comes down to, I think these coaches are under a tremendous amount of pressure, like especially the black coaches. You damn if you damn if you don't. He won the wrong game.
Same
It was
shit
gonna be-
happened to Lovie Smith when he lost that.
like Lovie Smith with the Houston Texans. I guarantee if he'd have won that game,
He been all right.
he'd have still been hired. But at the same time, he can't go out there and act like he's tanking too.
That's true too.
So you damn if you do, damn if you don't. I think he just won the wrong game, and they can't do it.
Yeah, Jeff, he didn't get a full year. Talk about it.
I don't think that game had as much to do with it as we saying right now. He's definitely losing. It may have helped him a tad,
Mm-hmm.
but once Vrabel, we know Bobby Kraft won't Vrabel,
Yeah, he won Braves.
and Vrabes is available.
Yeah, Braves is the number one coach.
Yeah,
On all the boards.
and Bobby Kraft won Vrabes. If
Yeah.
I could get Vrabel, and I don't, and Mayo didn't hit it out the park. If for some reason he could have made that team, although they were competitive early, maybe going to Drake May 1 or 2 weeks earlier as the organization wanted them to,
Yeah, for sure.
something like that, and they win 8 games this year.
Yeah.
They win 6 to 8 games this year, and somehow are in the conversation for a playoff spot. I know that's far fetched, but 2 more games can do that for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then it makes this decision a little bit harder. But 4 games, and then you win the last game when you really shouldn't have. Nah, go ahead. It's out of here, dog.
When a head coach is one and done, somebody fucked up.
Yeah.
Royally fucked up. And he was the handpicked successor for Bill Belichick, the part of the teams. And it turned out that Gerard Mayo, unfortunately, no fault of his own, was not ready for that role. And it's going to hurt any coach that has never been a coordinator or a position coach, something of that nature. You got to either be a coordinator or a head coach to get a head coaching job in the NFL from here on out, because it was doomed. I saw through the preseason the number of penalties, the way that you mentioned, Jeff, he didn't go to Drake May as early as they thought.
Yeah.
Some super red flags, and if you see red flags, pay attention to them.
And the only thing, another thing I should say is that, yes, we talk about going to Drake May, but it's hard to win games with that roster is bad. Like that's a very bad roster.
But Jeff, when they lost that game, like Weezy mentioned,
Uh-huh.
he was on the sidelines laughing that they won that game. They got to lose that game. You can't be on the sidelines laughing about it.
But you
That
okay.
was the final nail. He didn't even get to the locker room. Bobby Kraft had that.
Oh
shit
yeah, no,
drafted.
that was over with.
It was over with.
The weird thing about that is though, in the NFL, it's in the NBA you could tank.
Yeah.
You can throw some game, put some guys out there that shouldn't be playing. NFL, you're asking players. I say this all the time. Ask players to get into a car wreck. It's hard to fake a car wreck, bro. You all putting your life on the line on every game. Talent going to show out eventually.
No.
But you can't fake that though.
No. You did the right. He did the right thing. He put the backup in. He put the guy from Tennessee.
No.
The other Joe Milton.
I'm
He
sorry.
put
Yes,
Joe
yes,
Milton in the game, but at the same time, you kept throwing the football to a team that it was meaningless to. You run the football up the middle, let them get 4 or 5 yards, and go down and kick field goals.
Yeah.
I mean, you just can't lose.
How did you tell your players to play for you if you do that?
Well, no, you just
These
put
are men
no,
at
no,
the
you
end of
put
the
in.
day.
No, and
don't
I
tell
get
the
that.
players anything.
You don't tell them players anything.
No. I'm saying
You
like
just take out the players that's going. You know who's not good.
true.
So you play those kids is not good.
And if I'm one of those players who I think I am good, and you take me out the game, like I never respect you again.
Yeah,
You gotta respect your head coach.
it's like it's not a coincidence that the Titans started Will Levis Sunday.
Yeah, because they knew he was gonna stink it up.
Well, I mean,
You
want
gotta
to
know.
It's not a coincidence
It ain't no
because if you put backups against backups, we win that football game.
football game. Yep.
I got you.
All right, let's go to the next person. This is Antonio Pierce, head coach for the Raiders. He was fired. He was there for 2 years, a year and a half, really. Fair or foul? Jeff?
I'm going foul. I get it though. I get it. You finally got your quarter. You finally got a chance to get your quarterback. So now you bring in the head coach because you got a chance to get your quarterback now. And you start a new regime with a new QB. That's usually how that works. That's why you're doing that.
What you
look at
think?
the glass half full type thing.
Why you say that? Just ask.
Because I think this is fair because he had his shot.
Who is
He can't, huh?
Wait, go ahead.
He had his shot.
Okay.
All the players were behind him. He had his shot.
Yeah.
And then he comes in and they don't win.
There's no talent on that offense.
Shit.
But here's the thing.
Shit.
But here's the thing.
Best tight end in football.
Okay, yes.
And he had
One.
And he had Devontae for 5-6
Devontae didn't
games.
want to be there.
but he lost them.
He lost them.
The one thing that he was put there to do, all the players was behind him, coach him up. He lost it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
He lost it real quick.
I feel a little different about Pierce though.
But with finishing that season last year in 2023, 3-1,
Yeah.
going 8-9, you were thinking good times were ahead. To go 4-13 the next year, Jeff, with the worst quarterback room in all of football.
There we go.
That is the worst quarterback. You got Gardner Minshew, you got Aiden O'Connell. It's terrible. But then you lose Devontae Adams and look like, oh, no, I don't even want to play. As he was the main component of him keeping said job.
Yeah.
Then you lose him. That's tough, man. And injuries wrecked their entire roster as well.
With the worst quarterback room in all of football, you have a rookie tight end that gets 1,000 yards. You mean to tell me you couldn't coach up Devontae Adams to get him 1,000 too? That's easy work.
Well, if we just taking low hanging fruit, what is the first thing you want to get for a young quarterback who isn't good? A safety valve.
A tight end.
And it's a tight end.
Yeah,
That's
but-
why your tight end got 1,000 yards because the first thing you see is your open tight end or your tight end on the check down.
But should that make it easy for Devontae? But he couldn't.
You asking a quarterback to see a window that he can't see.
Yeah, but
Oh,
also
Aiden
on top of that, bro,
that can't be. That's not a starting quarterback in the NFL, bro.
they were winless in the division for the first time since Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah.
That'll get you fired.
Yeah, no,
That'll get you fired. I think it was fair.
okay.
I think it was fair. Next up is Ken Dorsey, offensive coordinator for the Browns. He was fired after 1 year. Fair or foul? Weezy.
I think fair because he this is his second go around. This is his second go around. You leave one team and then you have MVP quarterback that's in the running. Then you come back and all of a sudden you can't score.
Yeah.
With 4 or 5 different quarterbacks, you can't score. You can't get a rhythm with no quarterback.
Yeah, so he was once considered the heir apparent to the next young coach because he had Josh Allen in Buffalo. And, man, it just didn't look like that. And I get it. It was a mess of an offense. He was a scapegoat for that because they can't get rid of that Deshaun Watson contract. And it would be fools to kind of fire Kevin Stefanski because he's a really good coach. Still stuck with that job, but the offense is ranked 28th in the NFL, 32nd in scoring. He was let go from his role because they had to get rid of somebody, and Ken Dorsey was the scapegoat.
I say it's fair for everything you said. You couldn't.
Yeah.
Stefanski gets one more year. He gets another year
Yeah.
because this is the general manager or the owner pulling Stefanski in the room and saying you got to do something.
Yeah, I mean, he got to do something too. AB is the person, and I walked in here in the same studio and gave all the praise to their general manager, AB, and bro, he did this. He did this to himself.
Yeah. So you get rid of Ken Dorsey, then you have to bring in Ken Dorsey has great plays.
Yeah.
It just doesn't have great adjustments.
Yeah. It gets tough. It's tough. Next up is another head coach, Doug Peterson, head coach. He was fired from the Jags from 2022, 2024. Jeff Fairfield.
Fair. I can't believe he made the whole.
I can't believe he made it this. Yeah.
It is crazy.
This is
that team. If Trevor Lawrence is 75% of what we thought he was going to be, there's no way that team should be in the position they're in right now.
Yeah, this is the most predictable one. Fair for me.
This should have been happening. This should have happened week 6.
What you got, Weezy?
Yeah, it's fair. With that team, you don't come in second to last in that division. Nah, you come in second in that division, and you give Houston a run for their money.
Yep.
Because on paper, that wide receiver room with Brian Thomas Jr. could be the number one. Could be the best receiving class in that division.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Other than Houston, but yeah, that's fair. I think he just lost his mojo.
I thought he should have been fired after last season, after they collapsed the way they collapsed last season. But the main reason that he lost his job is because the regression we saw of Trevor Lawrence. It happened with him and Carson Wentz in Philly, and it was going a similar direction with Trevor Lawrence. And to save Trevor Lawrence, there had to be a coaching change. So in turn, it was not only if, but it was when. I was predicting this guy to be fired by the week 9 bye. So yeah, all the stuff going on there. After all, he's got a Super Bowl win. I don't think Doug Peterson ever coaches again. Okay. I think it's over with. Yeah.
Not in the NFL. He might coach again in college. He'll be the OC for somebody.
Yeah, it can happen.
Go down to the with the XFL.
Yeah, for sure. Next up is the defensive coordinator, Lou Anarumo from the Cincinnati Bengals. He was fired after 6 seasons. You don't see people lose a job after 6 seasons, Weezy. What happened to the Bengals and Lou Anarumo?
The small things happen to him on the bad in the wrong year.
Yep.
You don't have a triple crown on offense. You have a quarterback that threw for 4,000 yards, and you can't give me one stop against Kansas City. You can't give me one stop against Minnesota.
Come on now.
You can't give me one stop in all those one-score games.
Yeah.
And my quarterback is throwing for 5,000 yards.
Yeah.
You give me one stop, and we make the playoffs.
Yeah.
You give me one stop in those first 4 games, we make the playoffs.
Yeah. Nah, it's perfect.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
Fair foul.
I saw Marvin Lewis keep that job in Cincinnati 2 or 3 years longer than he was. So I knew for 100% that Zach Taylor was going to keep that job. So like Weezy mentioned, that defense, man, just bad. It was just one of the worst defenses in the league. And I don't think anybody could have saved that season with that defense was going on out there.
There wasn't a lot of talent out there, but you had Hendrickson, but your corners were a mess. Safety secondary was, that was tough.
It was bad. Next up, man, it's been a lot. Ryan Grubb, offensive coordinator from the Seahawks. He was fired. Weezy, fair or foul?
Man, I'm on the fence about this one because I think this team is being nitpicky right now.
Yep, me too.
They overachieved.
Yeah.
Did we pick?
Nobody picked the Seahawks to win.
To be this good?
To be close to winning.
They damn near could have won the division.
We had them pick last in this division, Joe.
Okay.
They overachieved, and once they start winning, they start depending way too much into
This is year 3 of Geno, right?
Geno.
Mm-hmm.
They started depending way too much on Geno. But here's the thing: Geno did what he supposed to do.
He did his job.
Geno, go ahead, Weezy. I don't want to cut you off.
I mean, Geno's not gonna get you to a 15-2 season. He ain't gonna do it.
See, I disagree.
Really?
You got DK Metcalf.
Mm-hmm.
You got Jackson Smith and Jigba.
You got what's left of Tyler Lockett.
What's left of Tyler Lockett? You have a solid running game. You got an offensive line that isn't
trash. That was the worst offensive line in football. Minus Charles Cross. That was the worst offensive.
He gives him a little bit.
That's it.
Yeah, okay. All right.
It was bad.
It's not good.
It's a bad offensive line.
So I guess what I'm saying is if Geno can be competent, that team can win 12, 13 games.
I knew the offensive line was bad. Geno hiked the ball, and one of those guys, RDP, said, "Oh shit!" Like
audible. You pick it up,
man, dude.
Yeah.
It was
I'm
bad.
with you. I guess my point. I guess what I was going to say is they made the playoffs that first year with Geno.
Yeah.
And now the expectations are we should compete. We should be able to compete
Yeah.
for a playoff, especially in a down.
They were 10-7, and they were 10-7.
NFC
That team overachieved.
NFC is compared one more. They win one more game in the playoffs. Though.
Yeah, I think they would be a nitpicky, like everybody mentioned. But I do think it was foul to fire him simply due to the fact that it was just the only thing that was bad on that team was the offensive line. That's it. Next up, Gus Bradley, defensive coordinator from the Colts, after 2 years, fired. Weezy, fair or foul?
Probably, I'm gonna say foul, but because he's a scapegoat.
Yeah, he's scapegoat.
He's scapegoat.
Yep.
He's scapegoat. That team was dysfunctional from the beginning. Some of my Titans are really bad, but this team is dysfunctional too. This team is dysfunctional too.
Yeah.
You bench your quarterback because he say he tired. Then you put him back in the game the next week.
Yeah.
Then you have a running back that's going crazy.
Yeah.
You dysfunctional. But let's fire somebody. Let's fire him.
You have to show. The head coach has to show someone he wants to keep his job.
Yeah.
And like you said, when this is a scapegoat fire, they have a tough decision to make in Indianapolis.
Yeah, they do.
That quarterback.
They drafted him top 5. They gonna roll one more year.
Yeah.
This is the thing. It was fair, but how unprepared that team looked going into that Denver game, that New York game, when it was your playoff chances on the line, and you got Drew Lock looking like Eli Manning. They scored 45 points on that defense. That was it. They was miserable after that, man. Only person looked good on that defense, Kenny Moore, and my guy Zaire Franklin. Everybody else right in the middle, man. Yeah. So I'm a little stunned that Shane Steichen and also Chris Ballard kept their jobs as the general manager and the coach. But, man, they got to figure it out or they'll be fired next year.
Can't give it up to Drew Lock.
No, not to Drew Lock.
2024.
Let's talk about the only GM on this list.
Do it, Weezy.
Rand Carthon, GM for the Titans, fired.
He got fired, but he just ain't on the list. He got fired today, though.
Yeah. Fair or foul?
It's foul the way they did it. It's foul the way they did it. I would be cool with it. Thank you, Harmony. I would be cool with it if they cleaned house and say everybody go. The assistant GM Chad Brinker and Rand. I said, all right, she started from scratch. Yeah. She can't have she just ain't going for none of it. But everybody kept the job except Rand. That's foul.
Sure.
The weird thing about this is the third time the Titans have done this.
Mm-hmm.
Fire the coach, keep the GM. Fire the GM, keep the coach.
John Robinson as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're keeping this coach, and you're probably going to take, which I don't think you should, more on that later, you're probably going to take a quarterback with that first pick. You shouldn't, but you are. And if you do that, you're keeping this coach for 1 year. He has 1 year to get it right with whoever you draft to ruin their career as a Titans quarterback. Right. That's horrible because you're just going to fire him and start over. If you're going to do this, clean the whole slate and draft your quarterback with a new coach and new GM.
You clean the whole slate, I'm cool with the fire. You fire everybody, I'm cool with it.
The clock is fast, real fast. This is a rebuild. I assume we talked on this show, and I bet Weezy that they wouldn't win 4 games, and it was predicted to win 5. That equals to a rebuild. And he successfully made some solid free agency moves. Then hit big on his 2 first-round offensive linemen, and T. Sweat from previous drafts. And in 2025, they're going to be a top 10 team as far as cap space. And they fired the guy that set them up for future success. In what world? I mean, I just don't think Amy and just gave that man enough time. And big picture, I get the NFL is a copycat league, so if something works well for one team, people usually follow suit. The patience, the commitment, and resources are not equally, I'm trying to say this in the right way, afforded to all people to build a foundation for success. And if you saw Rand Carthon, if you also look at Gerard Mayo and you look at Pierce, they did get opportunities the same way, undeniable. But whether that window remains open long enough is very much up to debate. I would say that.
See, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. The first year he came into the league, he tried to go the corporate way. You know what?
Right.
we're gonna collab. Me and Mike Vrabel, we're gonna collab on everything.
Yeah.
And you're collabing with somebody who don't be in.
Mm-mm.
What he said goes. We're gonna collab. We're gonna try to make it happen. His office is next to my office. We talk about everything. That didn't work. That got Mike Vrabel fired. So you know what he said? I'm next.
Yeah.
I'm next. So, you know, we had some money. We had some money in free agency.
Yeah.
True enough, it was a rebuild. But here's the thing: if the rebuild is not that great, he's gone. So he went out and got players. He went out and got Calvin Ridley. He went out and got Snead. He went out and tried to. You know what? He tried.
And
you know what?
And Jamal Adams.
Jamal Adams, Pollard. He got Snead, Kenneth Murray.
Yeah. He tried.
Yeah, he tried. You know what?
Yeah.
We're gonna win 6 games and try to make this better.
Yeah.
But he knew if he didn't,
Yeah.
it's gonna come back on him.
Yeah.
But one thing he didn't realize, it was a bad quarterback. He had a bad quarterback and he had a coach that never coached before.
Is there any truth to this that quarterback pick wasn't his?
No, it wasn't his pick. It wasn't his pick.
Wow. Not
And-
Malik. I'm talking about Will Levis.
I'm talking about Will Levis.
He wasn't that. He didn't want Will Levis.
That's the rumor.
No, that was Vrabel's pick, I think.
Nah. Vrabel wasn't there. Oh yeah, Vrabel was. That was
Yeah,
Vrabel.
Vrabel.
It was Vrabel's pick. That was
Yeah.
Vrabel's pick.
And here's the
And
thing.
they collaborated. It was like, okay, we'll go with it.
And if they said if Skoronski wasn't there, in that first pick, they was gonna pick Will Levis in the first round.
So yeah,
I got nothing. Like that's bad. Like
that's
and they
what I'm
can't.
trying to tell you.
They
It's
can't
fine.
not go QB again.
They're gonna have to. And closing things out with somebody that went QB is Brian Daboll, retained from the New York Giants. This is foul, guys. This team has went 18-32-1, and then 1-1 in the postseason, and they finished 3-14 this year.
Yeah.
They did not pay Saquon Barkley. He ended up being the best rusher in the NFL. They didn't pay Xavier McKinney. He ended up being top 3 in picks. They re-signed Danny Dimes with the same regime. Bro, how do you keep this job and Rand Carthon loses said job?
Like you said, whoever said it last week, somebody said it. I was they have a dysfunctional. The Titans have a dysfunctional
Upper management.
upper management.
Yeah.
The thing is with Daboll came from Buffalo.
Yeah,
He did.
Yeah, he did.
He came from Buffalo, but that's when Buffalo had weapons.
Mm.
They feel like if he gets weapons, he'll be fine.
He got weapons.
He just ain't got a quarterback.
He ain't got a quarterback.
Yeah.
But they had a chance to get rid of said quarterback, and they brought him back.
Yeah. They made a choice.
I've seen people get fired for less. They built this team. None of your first-round picks hit except for 2.
Malik Neighbors.
Malik Neighbors,
Yeah.
Dexter Lawrence. That's it.
Thibodeau is getting there. Thibodeau's
Tavon
getting there.
Thibodeau, yeah,
getting there.
he'll have a good year, then he'll have a bad year,
Yeah,
then have a good year.
I think he's starting
It's
to ride
super
it.
inconsistent.
Okay, I got you.
But
I got you.
yeah, they get another chance to right their wrongs. But Rand Carthon will be back with San Francisco. Or you got Gerard Mayo, who will be a defensive coordinator for Bill Belichick in North Carolina.
See, y'all got your boy back.
Who?
Saleh.
We got Robert Saleh,
Mhm.
defensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
49ers do?
Yes, sir.
Damn. Let me ask y'all a question.
Yeah, that's true.
What if Daboll?
That makes you feel, it's all right right there.
What if the Giants get Jay's boy next year?
Can't wait.
No. Get the quarterback from Pittsburgh. The backup. Yeah, Justin Fields.
That should be a tight.
I don't know. We 34 minutes in. Let's get to halftime, Jeff.
do it.
Let's get it.
Full Sport Press.
Hey, it's your man, Coach Locke. Y'all make sure y'all check out the Full Sport Press podcast every Monday, wherever you stream your podcast episodes. Like I always say, get a drummer song.
Revolution will be podcasted.
Sport Press.
J-Ho. Check us out each and every Monday. The Revolution will be podcasted. Revolution will be podcasted. Second half, the 2024 NFL regular season award show. I am J-Ho.
Boy, Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy.
Guys, cameraman, the 2024-2025 NFL regular season is over. 14 teams have earned the right to keep on playing, while 18 are officially on the clock for the 2025 NFL draft. But before the playoff begins, let's take a look back. The best from the NFL regular season, that was the predictions from midseason, and it's time for FSP to hand out our official NFL awards for the 2024 season. Let's dive into some winners. First things first, question number 1, Offensive Player of the Year. Last year's winner was Christian McCaffrey from the 49ers. Jeff, can you give us our midseason prediction?
All right, Jay. Our midseason choices, Weezy had Derrick Henry from the Baltimore Ravens. Jeff had Derrick Henry from the Ravens. And Jay had Jamar Chase from the Cincinnati Bengals.
Mm-hmm. I had him from preseason to mid.
Yeah.
You know why? What I always say. Contract time.
Yeah.
Contract time.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Got to pay them, man. Got to pay 2 of them. God, dog, they got to pay both of them. They not going to pay both of them, though. But they got to pay both. But go ahead.
Weezy, who is your end of the regular season prediction winner?
Man, if Derrick Henry would have got 80 more yards.
80
more, and then he could have easily done it. They didn't give him the ball in the beginning. He could have easily got 80 more yards. But did Jamar? He wasn't Triple Crown. It's hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to do.
Yep. So you rolling with Jamar Chase?
Yeah.
What you got, Jeff?
Saquon Barkley, dog. Saquon Barkley is the offensive player of the year. This is him and his offensive line get that.
Let me tell you why he won't win it.
Talk to me.
Because his quarterback stole 10 of his rushing touchdowns with the tush push.
Shout out to the
Dead ass.
The brother, I prefer the brotherly shove.
The brotherly shove.
I got you.
Yeah. But I get it, though.
Yeah.
That's a good pick. Yeah. I'm going with Jamar Chase.
I like it.
Triple Crown. Came the first player to have 1,700 receiving yards and 17 touchdowns in a season. The Bengals and Chase haven't come to an agreement yet, but that contract extension now, probably a little bit more.
Should have paid that man.
Should have paid him when you had the chance. Yeah, man. He earned himself a little bit more money. Or he might take a pay cut to get T there.
True.
To keep T there, he might get just as long as he gets $1 million over.
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson's really all he wants. So, yeah, maybe so. Next up, we have Offensive Rookie of the Year. Last year's winner was C.J. Stroud from the Houston Texans. Jeff, give us our midseason prediction.
Weezy and myself had Jaden Daniels from the Washington Commandos, and J-Hove had Brock Bowers from the Las Vegas Raiders.
Who's your end of the regular season prediction?
I'm sticking with Jaden Daniels, playoff quarterback.
Okay. What you got, Weezy?
I'm rolling with Jaden Daniels.
Got
what? His team last year didn't make the playoffs. Got a new coach, new offensive coordinator.
Ownership.
New ownership. You come in, rush 800 yards, and you take your team to the playoffs.
That's right. Yeah. I'm sticking with Brock Bowers with the Raiders because he broke a 63-yard record for tight ends with receiving yards. He also broke the rookie reception record. He also set a new Raiders franchise single-season reception record as well. So he's done this with arguably one of the worst groups of quarterbacks in NFL history. So that is the only reason that I would give this to Brock Bowers over anybody.
Damn.
Because those who make the decisions are always going to lean towards the glamorous positions like quarterbacks, what you guys are doing, and running backs, and also wide receivers. But for Brock to do what he did, it says a lot. So I'm rolling Brock Bowers with the Raiders.
We left one out talking about that QB room. Gardner Minshew, Aiden O'Connell, and my dog, Desmond Ridder.
That's the worst 3 quarterbacks ever. That's one of your worst calls right there. Desmond Ridder's bad. He's bad, Joe.
Okay, hear me out.
He couldn't beat out none of them.
Let's not get sidetracked here. But the Falcons had a better record with him.
No, he didn't.
Had a better record with Desmond Ridder.
They had a better team.
How? It's the same team.
No,
it's the
totally
same
different
team.
No, it's a better team.
They got this year's a better team. They got Mooney on the other side. They had Mooney.
They got safety Bates.
They didn't have Mooney last year.
No, they did way better team this year.
He had the same record.
You know how bad the Saints was that year? You know, the Bucks was bad.
This year too. Bucks won the division.
But come on, man.
Yeah.
Bad. It was bad. 2 bad teams. Next up, we have Defensive Player of the Year. Last year's winner was Myles Garrett with the Browns. Jeff, go through our midseason predictions.
Oh, it was a clean sweep.
Mm-hmm.
We all had T.J. Watt of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay, Weezy, who you going with to end the season with?
Myles Garrett.
Okay.
I'm going with Myles Garrett, man.
Mm-hmm.
What 10 straight? What his what is it? 10 straight sacks and what 7 straight seasons?
Yeah.
100
crazy.
sacks on the year. Myles Garrett, man. Like I'll tell you, he's the only untradeable player I've seen in the NFL this year.
One more year that they have like this, wasting Myles Garrett's prime, he gonna dip on their ass. It's time. Dude, hey man,
You might be a year late.
I'm-
This might be the year.
this might be the
You
year.
might be. I watched.
He's in an abusive relationship.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. He won't listen.
He won't
She
listen.
keep telling him, "I'm
Man.
done with you,"
Come
and
on.
he just won't listen.
Who you picking though, Jeff?
Myles Garrett.
Really?
Here's the thing. This war can go to 3 to 4 people,
Mm.
and no one will be upset.
Mm.
Myles, I'm with Weezy. He's one of those guys. Somebody's going to give Cleveland a first and maybe like a third or fourth to get him a Super Bowl caliber team, and he's going to go finally get that ring he deserves.
He deserved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need to. Go ahead, Joe.
No, you got it.
They need to make this award kind of like an offensive player of the year and an MVP, because it's too many players. So Myles Garrett could be your defensive player of the year, but then you have a rushing leader award could be TJ Watt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. I'm going with Patrick Surtain II from the Broncos. Usually pass rushers win this award, but there have been 6 cornerbacks actually win it. The most recent was Stephon Gilmore, bumper run Gilmore in 2019. And the reason that the Broncos in the playoffs is because of Patrick Surtain. Shuts down basically everybody. He faces a Triple Crown winner. You know what he had against him? 3 catches for 27 yards.
Yeah.
Come on, he cooked everybody else, and he's traveling with everybody's number one.
Yeah.
He had his most signature moment against that Triple Crown winner. 43 of 55 coverages. He was on his ass.
Yeah.
3 catches for 27 yards. Bro, that is your signature situation. And the reason that they're in the playoffs is because of his prowess at corner. So I'm going past Surtain II.
Let's do it.
Yep.
Jeff, we got to get Myles Garrett in the wrestling ring.
Yeah.
He got a wrestling ring physique.
He has a future in the WWE.
Yeah, it's a big Ahmed Johnson.
Yeah. I like that.
Ahmed Johnson. Next up, we have Defensive Rookie of the Year. Last year's winner was Will Anderson Jr. from the Texans. Jeff, give us our midseason predictions.
It was a clean sweep as well. We all had Jared Verse from the Florida State Seminoles. Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah. Who's your end of the regular season prediction?
I'm gonna roll with Jerry Verse.
Yeah. You rolling? Yeah. He made the rookie Pro Bowl shit.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Come on.
Making a Pro Bowl as a rookie, bro. Face of that defense now the AD is gone.
Yeah.
And he got Brayden Fisk alongside of him. Best defensive young duo in football.
Those two good picks.
Yeah.
Even though they say F them picks.
Yeah. So they figured it out a little later. Next up, we have breakout player. Jeff, give us our midseason prediction.
Myself and Weezy were locked in again.
Mm-hmm.
Had Jaden Reed from the Packers and J. Hove had Xavier McKinney.
From the Packers.
Good pick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jeff, give us our end of the regular season
You
prediction.
swayed me.
Mm-hmm.
Xavier McKinney.
He balled.
Jaden Reed let me down a little bit. Late. Started off strong.
Start real strong.
Strong. Give me Xavier McKinney. A great season by him. Great season for that defense.
Weezy?
Yeah, I changed mine too, man.
Me too.
I gotta go with my boy. Gotta give him some props right here. Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
Sam
had a breakout
Darnold.
year. Okay.
Break out year.
Yeah.
It's kind of, it wasn't a contract year for him. It was just he signed a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
His second 1-year deal.
1 year prove it. It's a prove it deal.
He gonna get $50 million a year from somebody now.
Sam Darnold's gonna get some MVP votes.
Did
you know that?
Yeah, he gonna get $50 million a year from somebody.
Overpaid for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. My pick is Zach Bond from the Eagles. Some NFL superstars are drafted to take over the day that they step on the field. Others take some time to get acclimated. And some find the right scheme at the right time. And 27-year-old Zach Bond found Vic Fangio at the right time in his life on a 1-year prove-it deal. And he might be the best box linebacker in the entire NFL right now. He's completely unlocked him. This guy was a pass rusher at Wisconsin. For him to play for New Orleans and then sign a 1-year deal with the Eagles just to kind of play alongside Devin White. And Devin White no longer plays for the team. That lets you know how good this guy played. And, man, he looks like he could become one of the best linebackers for years to come at the position. They're going to have to pay him, though. Yeah. Next up, we have comeback player of the year. Last year's winner was Joe Flacco from the Browns. Give us our midseason prediction.
I
told y'all.
Dang.
You said
That's
you got to play. You got to play. You can't be out there playing. You got to play. No, I'm talking about last year. Man, no, I'm saying he stinks. Boy can't play.
died.
I mean, come on, man.
Feel,
man.
man.
Give us
All
our
right,
season prediction.
comeback player of the year. Weezy had Christian Gonzalez from the Patriots.
Mhm.
I had Joe Burrow from the
Mhm.
Cincinnati Bengals. And J. Hove. Woo, shit.
He was balling though.
Hey, woo, shit.
He was balling in the mid-season.
Shit. J. Hove had
Oh,
Kirk.
don't woo shit me.
You know what I'm saying? He had Kirk Cousins.
I did have
He had
Kirk
Kirk Cousins. Yeah.
Weezy, who's your end of the season prediction?
Go, my guy, Joe Burrow.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Burrow, man.
Mm-hmm.
Joe cool.
Yeah.
5,000 yards. 4,000. Well, he didn't get
balled.
5,000,
Yeah,
but
he balled though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
He
for
gonna
sure.
get MVP votes.
Yeah.
he gonna get me.
He won't-
If
he
he make
gonna
the
get
playoffs,
it.
Not first part.
Sam gonna get some votes before him. Sam will. Sam Darnold, yeah.
yeah, Sam Darnold gets
14
some-
to 2. The boys done lost 3 games all year.
Sam
Okay.
Darnold finishes 4th. Burrow finishes 5th.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
I can see that. Yeah, for sure. What you got, Joe?
I'm going Joe Burrow.
You got to.
Gotta go Joe Burrow here.
Yeah.
With everything we said, those 4,000 yards, that offense after that slow start and that defense not being able to stop me
Mm-hmm.
on a 2-yard dive,
Mm-hmm.
and I not moving 2 yards, and it's rough. And
Yeah.
I can't believe it. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that's hampered Joe Burrow over his 5 years in the NFL has been injuries. He responded with a fully healthy 2024. I think his best season as a pro, suffering that wrist injury last year. I mean, he proved once again, at bare minimum, I think he's a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. So, yeah, man.
top.
The only reason he won't get MVP is because
They won't.
these boys ain't even playing.
Yeah, you can't give it to. They got to at least make the playoffs.
He balled, though.
Yeah,
He balled.
crazy.
He balled.
Yeah.
Yep. Next up is Coach on the hot seat.
I mean,
Give us our midseason prediction. See if we got it right.
Weezy had Brian Daboll from the
Mhm.
Giants. I had Nick Sirianni from the Eagles,
Which was a good call.
and J. Hove had Doug Peterson. J. Hove got it right.
What you got, man? Who's your pick now? Who's hot right now? Who's still hot?
How is Brian Daboll still employed
Man, come on,
as
man.
part of this recording? That's my pick. Feedback.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Wiz.
Oh, man, shit, I'm gonna go start my own backyard. I'm gonna go with Brian Callahan.
Oh wow, it's hot though.
No, well, here's
It's
the thing. Here's the thing.
No,
Here's the
it's hot.
thing.
It's hot.
That's he's hot.
Here's the thing. We asking the first year head coach
Yeah.
that went 3-13 this year.
Yeah.
And he didn't get fired.
Yeah.
And he didn't get fired,
No,
and
you're
his
right.
GM got fired.
Yeah.
Then we asked him to come back.
Yeah.
We asked him to come back with number 1 pick. He had to coach for his life.
Yeah.
He's
It's-
gone.
It's hot.
He's hot.
It's hot. I'm rolling with Mike McCarthy, and it's more Jerry Jones because he spent the last 5 years with mistake after mistake after mistake, inability to come timely with the contract extension, which messes up locker rooms, waiting to the last minute. Bro, just sign the people. We knew CeeDee Lamb deserved that money.
Yeah.
We knew Dak was going to get that money. Pay those guys. What are you waiting to pay Michael Parsons for right now? What's the point? What does he got to prove? Nothing. It's stupid. And he needs to step down because it's malpractice right now. But he came out and said, I bought this team when I was 46 years old, and I plan on doing this job until I die. So in turn, he's going to do said job until he die. But does he deserve to stay? Absolutely not. If any other GM in the NFL did what he did, he'd have been fired. This team ain't been good since 1994, man.
Can't fire the owner.
Can't fire the owner.
But
Can't find a better right to check.
no, but here's the thing about Jerry Jones though. The way he
Real
feels the
life
plan now. He
Yeah.
feels the plan now because what he doing with Mike McCarthy is wrong.
It's wrong.
Because first of all, he threatened the man all year. Man, we ain't gonna sign you. I don't know what we gonna do.
Yeah.
He putting subliminals out on his screen that he might get fired.
Yeah.
Mike McCarthy comes through and coach. Other teams want to interview him, and you tell him nah. So you telling me now I want to buy this from you, and I'm getting to you for the low, and I've been saving it for you, and now you don't want to buy it from me.
Correct.
I'm making a phone call because
Yup.
you're playing with me.
The only thing that work in Mike McCarthy's favor is the Cowboys. He has a 1 week no non-compete clause with no other teams. After next week, Mike McCarthy can talk to whoever he wants to. 'Cause he's now a free agent. Unless he signs that deal with Jerry, Mike McCarthy can go wherever he wants to. So we're gonna see.
Jerry has need to be fired. Next up is fall off player of the year. Jeff, give us our midseason predictions.
Weezy had Trevor Lawrence. I had Tua Tagovailoa, and Jay, slow down.
I was trash.
Jay had L'Jarius Sneed.
He had a bad year, really bad year. A lot of receiving yards given up. Listen, L'Jarius Sneed missed the last 10 games,
Yeah.
and he's still is top 5 with the most receiving yards given up at a cornerback. So yeah, really bad year. Weezy, who's your end of the regular season prediction?
I'm saying what I got. I'm going Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence just didn't good. I don't know if it's him. Could be his coach. But Trevor Lawrence was picked to be an elite generational talent, and I just ain't seen it.
We ain't seen it. Yeah, we ain't seen it yet.
That's an easy one. Sticking with Trevor. I had Tua. I don't want to pick on Tua. A lot of injuries. Shoot, it's there. But I'm gonna go with Trevor Lawrence.
Sticking with Trevor.
Yeah.
I'm going with a Jag as well. I'm going with Travis Etienne. Trevor Lawrence had more rushing touchdowns than Etienne. That's nasty. He only had 2 rushing touchdowns, and both came in the first 2 weeks of the season.
Yeah.
Come on, man. And more importantly, he lost some of his totes to Tank Bigsby. Come on, man. And this is the thing about him. He's only 25 years old, still has a lot to offer in the prime of his career, rushed for over 1,000 yards for his first 2 years. And he's a 3-down back that excels at catching the ball. I don't think he plays in Jacksonville this year. I think they trade him or get rid of him, but with a new coach coming in. But Trevor Etienne, I'm talking about his brother. Okay. Trevor Etienne, same thing. He goes to Georgia.
Oh, my God.
Didn't do nothing. Had 16 more yards.
But he was a Gator.
I'm just saying he shouldn't have left. He shouldn't have left. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. He shouldn't have left. Yeah. Next up is Coach of the Year. Last year's winner was Kevin Stefanski of the Cleveland Browns. Jeff, who are our mid-season predictions?
How did that?
Because he won with less than.
That's true. All right, I'm not going to go there. Weezy had Dan Quinn from the Commanders. I had Mike Tomlin from the Steelers. And Jay also had Dan Quinn from the Commanders.
Jeff, give us our end of regular season prediction. What you got?
Rough. Dan Quinn is a good pick.
Good pick.
I'm going Mike Tomlin still, though, man. That team was not supposed to. Now they backed into them playoffs. Man.
Yeah, he lost 4 in a row.
They backed in. They made it to the playoffs though.
Nah, they got lucky because Cincinnati was losing. They lost their last 4.
They lost the last 4. They made it to the playoffs.
Jeff. If any other coach loses his last 4 of the game, in back to playoffs, he's on the hot seat for the next year.
Yeah, Wale track 1. I know what you're doing. Wale track 1. I know what you're doing. Who you got?
I'm going with Dan Quinn. Yeah. Dan Quinn took a team that didn't make playoffs. He took an offensive coordinator that got fired that nobody wanted. Yeah. Come out, got his player and went to the playoffs.
That's right. My pick for Coach of the Year is Dan Campbell from the Lions, man. Transfer team, a dysfunctional Detroit Lion team into one of the finest franchises in all of football. They play together. They seem like it's a fun group. The Lions fought through injuries and delivered 15 wins, which is a franchise record. 19 players on injured reserve, 10 are starters, dog. Yeah. Come on, man. And you still figure it out. And I get it. We predicted them to win the division, but to pull out 15 wins with that many injuries, deserve an award. So I'm rolling with Dan Campbell of the Lions.
I heard I had a guess. I had a guess at one of my clients I mess with that he was a Detroit fan, big Detroit fan. And he said that if Dan Quinn and Jared Goff can pull off a Super Bowl, he said those 2 guys can walk around the city of Detroit and never pay for anything again the rest of their life.
That's true. Yeah.
You mean Dan Campbell?
Dan Campbell.
Yeah, Dan Campbell and Jared Goff. He said they can go in any restaurant, any hotel.
They fine.
And never pay for any, not even pull anything else.
See that?
Detroit loves that team.
They do.
They love that.
And they've been so bad for so long.
Yeah, dysfunctional for so long. Yeah. Yep. The granddaddy of them all, NFL MVP, last year's winner, Lamar Jackson, the Ravens. Give us our mid-season prediction.
It was a clean sweep. We all had Lamar Jackson.
Yep. What we doing? Let's say gang. What we doing?
Let me tell you something about this. They picking this MVP award is almost like talking politics now.
They making it weird.
They making it weird.
Making it weird.
And it ain't gotta be like that.
It don't
gotta be like that. Both of them are having great years. But Lamar is having better year than he had last year. Now, and they keep judging it. They keep judging it on Lamar Jackson not being good in the playoffs. That ain't got nothing to do with this award.
Yeah, it's a regular season award.
That ain't got nothing to do with this award. We clearly know that Josh Allen has a better playoff record than Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
How come Lamar Jackson?
Okay. What you say, gang?
This is going to Josh Allen because they made it weird.
Yeah.
It should go to Lamar Jackson. I got Josh Allen. Yeah. That's what it's going to. I told you that. It's going to Josh Allen. If they're smart, if they want to be real Disney about it, they'll do Steve McNair and Peyton Manning do MVPs.
That's what they're doing. There have been 2 instances in NFL history where you split votes. Yeah. 1997, Barry Sanders and Brett Favre.
That's crazy.
2003, Peyton Manning, Steve McNair. very unique storylines, like Weezy mentioned, but elite resumes for both. Nothing different with these two quarterbacks. Allen led this team minus Stephon Diggs and exceeded expectations with the corpse that is Von Miller. Then you circle back with the Ravens, all-time leading rusher, had his most consistent year as a pro. I think his best year as a pro.
I hate to do this, but they don't pick this award. They ain't gonna pick this award before Saturday. Lamar Jackson has to win this game Saturday. If he don't win the game Saturday, they're not gonna give him the award. If he wins the game Saturday, he'll have a fighting chance.
4,000 yards.
4 picks.
Just 4 picks. What, 40 touchdowns?
Yeah.
Who was it, Josh Allen?
41 passes.
Nah.
That's Lamar.
That's Lamar.
4,000 yards, 800 yards rushing, 41 passing touchdowns, and just 4 picks.
Yeah. At the
Now,
position.
if anybody else did that,
They said this boy need to play wide receiver. They said this boy need to play wide receiver. He came out through 41-4.
And they keep blaming it because
They said, no. They said he couldn't throw, Jay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I've had arguments with people saying he can't make the throw.
And they saying the reason why he's doing it cooking like that is because he has Derrick Henry behind him.
I mean, it don't hurt. But
Derrick Henry got 1,900. I can see Derrick Henry just had 800.
It's crazy Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry got 1,900.
Okay. How they didn't get him that 2K, I don't
I
know.
don't know.
He actually wanted because
Yeah, he didn't care.
yeah, that's too easy.
All right, let's get to the divisional playoff picks. Let's go through these, Jeff. NFC East, Cowboys won last year. Who do we pick?
All right, so the NFC East.
Yep.
Weezy had the Commanders. Jay and I both had the Eagles. Eagles won.
Okay. NFC North, the Lions won last year. What we got?
We all had the Lions, and guess what? Lions won.
Okay. NFC South, Buccaneers won last year. Who do we pick?
We all had the Falcons. Who shoot? And the Buccaneers won.
That's right. NFC West, the 49ers won last year.
Weezy and I had the Arizona Cardinals.
Mhm.
Jay Hove had the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
And the Rams won.
That's right. AFC East, the Bills won last year.
We all had the Bills, and the Mafia wins again.
AFC North, the Ravens won last year.
Weezy had the Steelers. Jay and I had the Ravens, and the Ravens win again.
And the South, of the AFC, the Texans won last year.
Weezy had the Titans. Jay and I had the Texans, and the Texans win again.
And the AFC Kansas City Chiefs West, Chiefs won last year.
Ooh, we all had the Chiefs. And the best record in the NFL, the
Yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs also won it.
Wildly.
Yeah, let's get to it. Super Bowl matchups, guys. 49ers and Chiefs last year. Give us our midseason predictions, Jeff.
Weezy had a Chiefs 49ers rematch.
Mm-hmm.
Myself had Ravens versus Eagles in the blackety black Super Bowl. And J Hove had the Ravens versus the 49ers.
I did. Weezy, give me your end of the regular season prediction.
I'm gonna go Baltimore versus Detroit. Super
Okay.
Bowl.
Ravens versus Lions. Jeff?
I'm sticking to my guns. It's Black History Month. We having the spectrum of black quarterbacks. Baltimore versus Philadelphia.
And I want to pick that too, but I think the Eagles lose to the
Lions?
Packers.
Packers.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. So
It's gonna be a lot with Christian Watson now.
yeah, but I think Christian Watson, this is the thing about the Eagles, they don't let people throw down the field. And that's the only person they have to take the top off was Christian Watson. But they don't care about going deep. So in turn, I think they're gonna beat them anyway. I got the Packers winning that game, and I got the Lions versus the Ravens. Yeah.
So nobody believes in Minnesota.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
You think they lose this weekend?
Nobody believes in the Bills either.
They gotta beat. They haven't.
Cameron,
Bills
you got Bills versus Eagles.
As the resident Buffalo Bill fan, Josh Allen with his MVP trophy has to go to Arrowhead and do this game when it counts.
He got to exercise them
He
demons.
got to exercise.
He might got to go to Baltimore.
And either way, he has a tough road ahead,
He do.
and he don't want to go to Arrowhead. Buffalo does not want to go to Arrowhead again, man. All those bad memories gonna come back.
So nobody thinks Minnesota's gonna win Saturday against the Rams.
I think so.
But
I
then,
think Minnesota beat them.
but then they lose the next game.
Absolutely.
I don't think Minnesota make out this weekend. Sam Darnold is like Cinderella at midnight.
Yeah.
He woke up against that Detroit Lions game. All the marbles, number one seed on the line. He woke up. Those throws to Justin
He
Jefferson
look bad.
were
He look bad.
those are benchable
Yeah,
throws.
but maybe he just had a bad game.
Sam
look
Darnold,
bad.
but I hope you're right.
You saying Cinderella then found a slipper?
Yeah. It's over with. Back to the pumpkin.
To the pumpkin patch. And that is our NFL regular season award show. Big weekend football.
Great weekend of football starting tonight.
Guys, it's been a knockdown drag out. Ready for the basketball season to take front and center. It's gonna take a little while, but trade deadline real soon.
Man, NCAA basketball has been really
Women's
entertaining.
basketball.
On both sides.
Fine. Just in the SEC.
Paige is hurt again.
No, she good. Sprain knee. She just out for it. She'll be back next week. You see what happened?
I did. Yeah, that was insane.
Now Ashlyn Watkins, South Carolina. That's big.
She's done for the year.
Here's your questions. Here's your questions.
Damn.
So some questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment.
The bike picked that up.
I know.
Give us a thumbs up on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
Tell a friend. Shout out to Coach Lyle for winning Gas Money House.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Yeah. Jeff?
The camera's always on.
It's the clip, too. Cameraman, the revolution will be part.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on previous episodes, please check out the YouTube page and wherever you find your favorite podcast. Don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend.
The revolution will be podcasted.